little bit of bass, a little bit of you loving up on me. A little bit of come on, a little bit of play, a little bit of yee-haw in the hay.
Alrighty, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all over the world. Welcome back to the Truth About Trucking. Now, I'm going to speak on my behalf of my buddy there, the Little Guy Show. Help him out a little bit. He's got a few years out here under his belt. Well, like I told everybody in my past videos, I've been out here a little over, right at 29 years. I believe it's going to be this November, about the November 19th or 20th there. I'll be out here 29 years. That young man's right. You got to do a lot of sacrificing. I got 5 children. I got 4 and a half. Well, we're going to say 4 and a half because my third little boy is going to be born December 23rd of this year. Sacrifices. That's the first key right there. Sacrifice. It depends on, kind of like the military. You got to give a lot of sacrifices, right? Exactly. Thumbs up on the military. Sacrifices. You go out, like he said, you go out to miss birthdays, baseball games, football games, basketball games, soccer games, hockey games, a whole damn 9 yards. But you go out to be a proud dad about it. You gonna have to miss anniversaries. You know, you gonna have to miss a lot of things there. Sacrifices of like he said, the 6x6 rolling jail cell. Well, little guy, I don't look at my bunk back there as a jail cell, buddy. But I know where you're coming from. You gotta have a strong wife if you're married, a strong girlfriend if you're in a relationship. If you got children, you gotta be strong in here. Relationship, we're gonna talk about relationship number 2. That's one of the hellified jobs of this country. I'm gonna tell you that right now, is being a trucker's wife or a trucker's husband. You know, we got women and men both out here driving a truck, and there's some of them that the women are out here driving a truck while the man's staying at home, taking care of this and that and the other at home. Hell, I wish my wife come out here and drive, let me stay at home and take care of the children and go fishing every day and go hunting every day. And hell, I'll clean the house, honey. Let me come home. You come out here and swap jaws with me. Hell, let me do the laundry and the dishes and the cooking and getting the kids up and taking them off to school and whatnot. Shoot, I'll trade that day of any day. Nah, I'm just playing. Like I said, guys, that relationship is a very, very important thing there. You got to have a strong heart, strong feelings at one another. Yeah, we're going to get mad at you back at home there. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. But I'm going to tell you something. Like my wife said, as I quoted here before, my wife told another person, don't get your feelings hurt. Because us drivers, we are bound to hurt your feelings at home. Because 1, you don't never know how we're going to wake up out of that bed. Number 2, you don't know what our dispatchers are putting us through. 3, you don't know what these shippers, receivers, and all that junk's putting us through. Now, little guy, if you watch my videos or whatever there, buddy, or Indiana Jack, y'all watch my videos, y'all please let me know if I do any wrong here. Hell, I watch both of y'all's videos all the time. Every time y'all upload one, I get email on it, and I sit there and I watch it. Like little guy says, you're going to miss out on a whole lot. If you don't want to miss out on a whole lot, and you like laying beside mom every night, this ain't for you. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm just straightforward. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to put icing on your cake for you. And I damn sure ain't going to put no sugar in your Kool-Aid. So I'm going to tell you right now, you got to be strong in your heart. Have a strong relationship and a strong-hearted woman. Because that's a damn good thing to have while you being a truck driver, is a strong-hearted woman. You got to make sure she don't get blue and lonely. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're out here right now. We're in Anna, Texas. We're on our way down to Parr, Texas, down there by McAllen. I'm on my about the third week being out here, and I passed by the house a couple of times since I've worked over here at Hirschbach. Been over here at Hirschbach almost 2 weeks now. Well, I've been here, might as well say 3 weeks. 1 week, a 3-day orientation, and been out here on the road now 2 weeks. But yeah, you got to be strong-hearted. When it comes to being out here on the road, like my guy there, little guy says, you got to keep your mind occupied. I have a DirecTV, what we call the tailgater, up there on top of my truck. Got DirecTV and a flat screen TV. I got XM radio. I got a refrigerator. I got groceries in my cabinet. You see over my head right here, that's a microwave sitting there. I like to eat. I got a big metabolism. I eat more than my damn weight sometimes. Hell, you'll ever see me eating a bologna sandwich now and a ham sandwich in 2 hours, and I might eat a bag of Doritos or something between that. But you never know. Being fit out here, keeping yourself healthy, working out, read a book, talk to the wife at home, talk to the kids at home. The ones who has video call, that's the way my wife and children communicate at home. We talk all day long. You know, my wife and I, we've known each other all of our life, and we just come back together almost 8 years ago, and she went off her way, I went off my way, and we done our thing and finally found one another again. I don't have Twitter and I don't have Facebook. Facebook to me is the devil. But it's kind of like I tell a lot of people, you make it what you want to make it. I don't knock on nobody's got Facebook or anything like that. I just don't do Facebook because I don't want to hear everybody's drama and see what everybody's eating for dinner and he said, she said, and he was over at her house while he was gone and blah, blah, blah. I don't care about none of that. That's not none of me. What it don't concern me ain't my business, right? But little guy, I watched your video earlier, man, and you done a damn good job on it. I want to send my thumbs up out to you. But yeah, sacrificing a lot of things, you know. You liable to be out here somewhere if it's not intimate family, such as your wife or your mother, your father, or one of your children passes away. You're liable to miss a funeral. You can't get mad, you know. You can't get upset. You got to hold it together. But if you got a damn good company standing behind you, and you got a damn good dispatcher, guess where you going? You gonna have a plane ticket. You gonna have a rent-a-car when you touch down in your hometown or closest airport to your hometown. Hirschbach's done me a real good deed over here. I enjoy working with my dispatcher Jake. He keeps me running real good. I don't get no hurry. I got plenty of time to get places where I gotta be. I found myself in a pickle one time, but hey, I still made it on time. I got a saying that I tell everybody: hell of high waters. Now I said hell of high waters. I won't never be late with my freight. That means if I got an accident in front of me, or if I break down, I ain't gonna be late with my freight. You know why? Because I left on time. I left on time, and I watch my time on how I do things. Normally when I start, I don't stop till that first consecutive 8 hours runs out on my clock. If that first consecutive 8 hours runs out on my clock, I take my 30-minute break. On 31 minutes, I'm gone again. I run a good amount of miles every day. I'm on e-logs just like all the other big companies are. I've got 556 more miles down to Parr, Texas, and got to be down there Thursday morning. Today's Tuesday. There's something wrong with that picture, right? Yeah. Yes, there's something wrong with that picture. I'm gonna do my damnedest to get this stuff off in the morning though, or tomorrow. But when you people asking little guy and all about what to do to get your CDL, little guy's right. Make sure you go and talk to who the company is you're wanting to drive for. I didn't think about night or anything like that. But I didn't think about none of that. You know, when I first started, I started at an early age hauling grain and all off of the farm. I hauled cattle. I've hauled flatbed. I've hauled tankers. I've hauled all everything except cars and gas. That's the only thing I've never hauled is cars and gas. I ain't never had an enthusiasm to run cars or gas. Cars is a touchy subject. Touchy subjects of what if you put a scratch on them or drive them off the end of the ramps or something like that. Hauling gas and all that stuff. Boy, that's a ticking time bomb right there. Hey, but they make damn good money. I want to get back on the subject here about being out here on the road. Been out here on the road. There's a lot of sleeping alone. The guys out here that fool around these lot lizards. That's not cool, guys. That there's just representing them a little bit more to do it even more, which everybody's pretty well cleaned up with that. You know, you don't see as many as I have since I've been driving. You know, used to, you'd hear them always on the radio, running up and down aisles of truck stops, behind trucks, under trucks, jumping up between the catwalk and the trailer, jumping in other people's truck. But you don't see much of that no more. So if you're married and you have a wife and kids at home, or a fiance and children at home, I want to tell you right now, you sleeping with another woman out here, you ain't just cheating on her. You cheating on them children too. And then you're going to be cheating on her. Then you're going to be cheating on your mother, her mother, and the word that you gave her the day you put that wedding band on. When you put that wedding band on, you wear it for so many years. See that white ring around my finger? That means that son of a bitch is implanted. I can take mine off and get yak with a girl, and she gonna see that white ring around my finger. Yeah, being out here on the road, a lot of sacrifices. You gotta have a strong family, supportive family. When I first started driving, I didn't really have anything either. But you gotta start somewhere. I can't speak on behalf of big companies. Hirschbach is the first big company I've ever worked for. I'm a lease operator over here. So far, so good. I'm doing pretty good. I can actually go to sleep at night and not worry about is my cell phone going to be turned off? Is my lights going to be turned off? Am I going to be able to pay rent the next month? Am I going to be able to pay the bank on my truck? Or am I going to be able to pay mama's car payment, insurance, and everything else, keep food on the table? Of course, you know. But being out here on the road, it's a lot of things goes on out here. And like little guy said, it's a challenge. Driving a truck ain't for everybody. You just can't come out here and throw a CDL in your pocket and say, CDL, can't do labor. Bullshit. You're going to do some labor out here one way or the other. Sorry about that. That's that reefer unit firing up. If y'all get any background noise or anything like that, humming noise, that's that reefer unit. It won't stay on very long. But being out here on the road, you know, it's a challenge, a big challenge, and I'm up for a challenge every day. I like playing when it's just me in the parking lot or whatever. And some of my customers I go to, I like blindside backing. I keep my blindside backing in top tip shape because you never know when you're gonna have to use it. So I find myself in a parking lot by myself or empty parking lot, and I play blindside backing, serpentine backing, 90-degree backing, whatever the case is. But if you ain't doing nothing else, take a grease gun, grease your truck, check your tire pressure. Buy these air hoses you see in these truck stops, hell, if you're 4 pound, 5 pound under, don't ignore it. Put 100 pound in it, 110 pound in your steers. However you want to do it, or how much ever pressure you run. Make sure that your truck is clean. Make sure when you open a passenger door, you ain't got garbage falling out of it. Always dress neat, I think the little guy has said it before in one of his videos that how you dress is how you represent your company. Okay? How you dress not only represents the company you drive for, but it represents the kind of person you are. Always stay clean shaved. If you got a beard and all that, keep it trimmed. Keep it knocked down, if you got a button-up shirt, kind of like I'm wearing right now, tuck your shirt tail in. If you bagging ass pants, pull them some bitches up. If you can't find a belt, put a zip tie on it. You ain't got a zip tie, put a seal on it. You put a seal on your trailer, right? Well, put a seal on your britches. Hold your britches up above your ass crack. We don't want to see that out here as grown men. I don't understand that, why a man wants to ride around here with his ass hanging out. That's the most disrespectful thing. Like little guy said before, I about fell out my seat when he said it. Wearing flip-flops. Flip-flops and shorts, or flip-flops and pajama bottoms. Man, when he said, you gonna flip and flop, yeah, you gonna trip and flip and flop right on your damn face. Now, I like that. That's a thumbs up on a little guy right there. I like that. But I about fell out of my chair when he said that right there. But, yeah, being out here is fun. You're in an open road. I was telling my sister that lives down in Georgia, military wife. I said, because I always get the question, why don't you go home and help your wife? Why don't you go home and be home every night? Well, before I met my wife, my first wife, and this wife, this is where I was at on the road. This is who I am. One, I ain't punching nobody's time clock. Number two, I ain't having somebody breathe down my collar. Number three, I ain't having somebody tell me what I have to do and when I can do it, when I can go on break, when I can go to the bathroom, when I can smoke, when I can have my damn coffee, when I want to get out of my truck and take a walk. I ain't got nobody out here to tell me nothing like that. I do it on my own. Like little guy says, I like being out here on the open road by myself. Now, there's times that my wife and children come out here, and this is some of the luxuries that these companies have. They have a rider program. This company here, I'm not eligible to bring out my baby that's 2 years old, and my newborn's finna be born in December. I'm eligible to bring my wife, but who's gonna watch my kids? Okay? There again, you gotta be a strong-hearted fella and have a strong-hearted wife. But yeah, I have a lot of fun out here, seeing things, going new places, seeing new faces. Kind of like loves, friendly faces and smiles. Hell, I know about everybody and ever loves across 48 states. And I enjoy it because when I go in there, they know me by name, or I know them by name, or something like that. I used to know everybody through the Petro cross country. Petro done changed up dramatically. But being out here, it is a big challenge. It's one big ass challenge. I love it. And I tell you something else, being out here, if you got a woman or husband, a wife or a husband that you really love, being out here on the road and they're at home, being apart for that long makes you love them more, makes you respect them and appreciate them for more when you do get home. Being out here on the road and your wife and your children at home. Now remember, guys, that's her damn house. That ain't your house. You just share it. You just got a privilege of coming to that house and taking a shower and all that. That's a privilege to you. Now, that's her house. Because she cleans your nasty ass laundry. She cooks your meals when you're at home. She fixes your bed. She takes care of your snot-nosed, shit-ass kids. But yeah, and I can say that because mine, he's a hellion, but I love him to death. But being out here on the road, there's a lot of places to go. Now we're gonna get over into the money part. Now I see a lot of companies offering, I believe it's $50,000 a year, $900, $1,000 a week. I tell you what. Now, little guy made a point a while ago. It's all about how you run. But for you new guys that's coming out here on the road, I just want to let you know, hey, y'all are our tomorrow's future, and I appreciate it. Like I've said in my past videos, from 6-wheelers to 18-wheelers, from boats to airplanes, from airplanes to trains, they're all in the transportation department. Thumbs up. Hey, but you got to look at it from one point of view. Everything that you have, all your goods, from your clothes to your supper to your breakfast, to the bed you lay in, to the pillow you put your head on, a trucker brought it. All the way down to the farmer. Now the farmer's hands who touches your food first, and then the truck brings it to the place of processing. So, but I'm gonna let you new guys know something. Coming out here for your first year, I would ignore everything that you hear about the first year's paycheck, because I'll tell you right now, you make your own money. You're the one that will determine on what your first year's paycheck will be. If it's $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, or $100,000, you're in control of your first year paycheck. Now, when you start getting on your own, coming out of here from a school, you get a job, say you go to night transportation, or you come over here to Hirschback. Or you got a night transportation. It's up to you. Or you might want to go to Swift or JB Hunt or Walmart or some of the other companies. You know, I don't know too many of them. I see them every day running up down the road. But the main thing is, don't park on fuel islands, go in, take a shit, get something to eat, sit down, take a shower, whatever the hell it is, and don't be running down the highway text messaging. Don't be running down the highway with your left leg up on the dashboard thinking you're cool, because you're not. You're plumb ass stupid. That stuff there gets you killed. Us senior drivers out here, we don't like seeing it. We don't like looking at it. Being out here every first year, you want to pay attention to everything that your trainer at that company tells you to do. Don't sit there and think that you're almighty just because you passed your CDL test with 100+, because you don't know shit. Coming out here on the road, everything that man that you're in his truck. Now remember, when you come out here on the road and you in another man's truck, you in his house. That's not your house. That's a privilege to being in that man's house. You have to respect it. You have to keep your quarters clean. If his truck's clean, he's a clean guy, he expects you to be clean. If you smoke, make sure that he's okay for you to smoke in his truck. If you got a cell phone, the best thing I could tell you, if you have a cell phone and just coming out on the road, Tell mama and the kids at home, hey, I love you. Here's my trainer's number. If anything happens in an emergency, you call this number right here and he'll answer. But I'm going to leave my phone in my duffel bag. That way I don't have no distractions. I'm sure your trainer won't mind that. I didn't mind it when I was training. When you're with the trainer, always ask him questions. There ain't no such thing as a stupid question. We would rather you ask 50 million questions than sit over there in the seat thinking you know everything. Because that right there will fail you in a heartbeat. If you don't know what a regen is, ask. We'll tell you. If you don't know what DEF is, just because the question sounds stupid, it may be stupid to you, but it ain't stupid to us. We would rather you ask a dumb question and get the correct answer. Because if we can't get the correct answer, I promise you, we'll have your answer within just a little bit. If we don't know it. Now, we're not going to bring you out here and treat you like shit and run over you and talk down on you and everything else, as long as you do your job and hold up on your end. Now, don't come out here expecting a trainer going to do all the work, because we're not. I've trained a few people under my belt, probably somewhere around 40 or 50 guys, and all of them still drive us today. And I talk to them all the time. But hey, just remember, when you come into another man's truck, that's his house. Only bring what you can sleep with at the foot of your bed, because that man's already got the closet and everything else full of his stuff. Don't bring out here 14 suitcases, 31 pair of tennis shoes, 62 ball caps, 14 cowboy hats, 66 pair of damn sunglasses, and a damn jewelry box full of gold chains and this and that and the other. Leave all that at home. Just bring what you can sleep with at the foot of your bed. One duffel bag, a sleeping bag, and a pillow. Because that's not your house. And we don't want your shit getting mixed up with ours. But now we're going to get over here on another subject. Coming out here on the road, there's a lot of things to watch. You know, a lot of people don't see it when they first come out here. I'll tell you right now, you got about 654 million hands or lives in your hands, in one set of hands. I know everybody knows the song, he got the whole wide world in his hands. Well, look at it like this. So do you. You're the one that runs up down the highway every day in a 80,000 pound tractor trailer. Can't stop on a dime. Don't be tailgating. That's the wrong thing to do. There's some ugly pictures on the internet. If you want to see what happens on tailgating somebody, always pay attention. Watch your mirrors. Always keep your eyes moving back and forth. Passenger side, if you got hood and mirrors, use them. You got passenger side and driver side mirrors, use them. Every 3 to 5 seconds, you should be looking in a mirror. Not looking down the road, not texting on the phone, not talking on the phone, or anything like that. 3 to 5 seconds, your eyeball should be in one of those mirrors somewhere. I call it a sweep. Now I'm going to turn my camera around here, and that way I can show you what I'm talking about. Unplug it here, and my phone's been charging. I'm going to turn my camera around. All right, we're gonna do what we call a sweep, and this is what I do every 3 to 5 seconds, and every 5 to 8 seconds. Now, that's the passenger side mirror. Then I go to my passenger side hood mirror, to my driver's side hood mirror, back to this mirror. By the time you get to that driver's side mirror, you're automatically gonna sweep back around all the way back to that mirror. Within that little bit of time, You just done 2 sweeps in about 8 seconds. It don't take long. Them 8 seconds, kind of like when I was bull riding, 8 seconds is a long time. And anything can happen in 2, 4, and 6 seconds. A car can come flying up in your blind side and you'll never see him. So always move them eyes in the mirrors. That's the number one key of crashes. Always stay 8 seconds behind somebody. For you guys that don't know what 8 seconds is behind somebody, let someone pass a mile marker sign and start counting Mississippi's. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and so forth, all the way to 8 seconds. If your truck gets to that sign before 8 seconds, you're too close. Always keep your eyes open for an out. What I mean by out is an open lane. You're in, say, Nashville, Tennessee traffic. Always keep an out, because you never know when the brakes are going to lock up. And guess where you're going to be at if you're under 8 seconds in the ass into somebody. Always watch ahead of you as far as you can see. If you can see a quarter mile, that's where your brain should be at, is a quarter mile ahead of that truck. Being out here on the road, we like respect. Being out here on the road, you get tired. You really do. But like little guy says, everybody that comes out here and does their job, you're not going to get fired. You're not going to get laid off. If you're at a good company that's been in business for so many years, they're not going to close their doors. There's a lot of companies that bought out a lot of companies. Like I believe XPO bought out Conway. I believe, I think Covenant, if I'm not mistaken, Covenant bought out Harold Ives and a few other small guys' business. I know that Celadon owns a lot of, they got their hands in a lot of businesses. But if you're with a big company and you do your job and your part, you ain't got to worry about ever looking for another job. As long as you're on time for delivery, on time for pickup, not having speeding tickets, CSA score points, logbook violations, all the way down to truck and trailer violations. Just because your name is not on that truck doesn't mean that you're not reliable for what